This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Gators and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, they believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gators ready to kick it away first. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
There's a crease. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Creates a little room. Makes it past the marker. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. It's Boyd. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Pryor. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Crosses the 45. Lots of room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he made the extra point without problem. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Got a little grass. The 50. The 40. At the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Pryor. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working that left side now. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
There's some room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Montgomery. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Back has it. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these 2 teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Gives him a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Could be an alley. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Still on his feet at the 25. All kinds of room to the right. Got the first down himself. The 10. All the way. Touchdown Sooners.
If I'm a DC, I'm throwing my I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points coming courtesy of that spectacular 86-yard run to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lloyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the direct snap, it's Montgomery. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So
converts on fourth down, still going. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Lloyd. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Throws it deep. Makes a catch. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coming out with it, it's Avent. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good.
Might have a chance. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He breaks a tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This is a designed run. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2.
Ready? Keep. Ready to go.
Barrels ahead. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. fielded in the end zone. It's Lloyd. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets rid of it. Wilson open on the right side. Push down for the tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Got it down the field. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Baylor taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Bears, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Mountain West Conference.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and
just plowing ahead. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive.
Makes the catch, and he's free. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The Gators are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He wants to go deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That's caught. It's Zategna.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what he's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Montgomery. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He's looking to pass. Fires to the right. And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking left. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Boyd. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Handoff the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Looking long. Catch inside the 25. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. From the red zone, it's Ball. He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And the defense wins that battle, and not surprisingly, they're paying attention. Like, you kind of want to peep over there when the guy already has 3 touchdowns on the day. They're in tune. They know where the football's going. Nice job playing better coverage on a guy that, quite honestly, has dominated this football game.
Plucks it out of the air. Snags it, and he's open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Wants to throw on first down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Sweep. Ready, go.
They just keep firing. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And no surprise to see this guy just going off again, right? One of the best receivers in the entire country. Over 100 yards his last game out. He's got over 100 in this one. And this is why he's up for the Heisman Trophy here, guys, late in the year. It's what you do in the month of November that gets you remembered as a team, but also individually. He keeps putting performances like this together. We're going to see this guy in New York City.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. He's got it on the run. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Coming out with it, it's Floyd. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Gators in the hurry-up.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Red 54! Red 54! White idiot!
He's looking downfield to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a man miss. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the 1st down, and they'll get it back. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go, ready.
I'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested play.
He's got it down the left side. Wide open spaces. 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He'll set up to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and
makes the grab in their space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. from inside the 10. Here he comes. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They're working that left side. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Wilson's got it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver.
He'll take the deep shot. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. They'll go to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Third and short now from their own 48. Going to look downfield again. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Firing to the right, complete. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious